Ah, children. Hello, we are in a different place today, and yes, I do have blue hair, because why not? And it's fun, and life is too short not to have fun. So, no, it's just temporary. I just thought I'd play. I had some highlights that were growing out, and you know what? I never came home with funny colours of hair when I was a teenager, and I was the one that everybody thought would. So you know what, now that I have done all the people-pleasing stuff, I'm going to do what I want with my hair, with maybe some advice from people who actually understand hair. But for this, it was just a bit of fun, and yeah, I'm going quite grey, as you might have noticed, and not that I am ashamed of my greys. In fact, I actually would just love the whole thing to be silver, and I could be like a Targaryen. That would be amazing, but it is taking some time, so yeah, why not? Why not blue? Maybe we'll go purple next time. So yes, let's sit here, get a nice beverage, and have a little chit chat, because it is nearly the end of June. How did that happen? How are we 6 months into 2024? Like, did I go to sleep for a month or 2 months or something? Because I'm not ready for us to be halfway through the year. No. So, with that, with it being 6 months into the year, it's time to look at how things are going in the HRP writing world. And yeah, so I've got my book here, the master plan, but there's always a plan B, because the master plan never goes according to plan. Let's be honest. As you know, I did a video not too long ago when I started the channel, because I completely missed my yearly goals with 2 months of pestilence upon this house. I sort of did a Q2 goals, and I've been going through them as the months go on, but let's just have a look. Yeah, April, I seem to have completed all my goals. I got subscribers on the YouTube channel. I actually set up the YouTube channel, which was not a goal. That was a complete, yeah, let's do it. And we did it, and here we are. And if you are here watching this, I'm very thankful to you. Thankful? Grateful. I am a writer, I promise. Just can't speak. Did I write every day? No, but I wrote, and we'll get on to that in a little bit. May, I had planned to build the audio booth, but that got delayed, unfortunately. There are things which we can't control, so you move on to what you can control. And that was writing every day, and I did write every day, or more or less. I wrote enough in May for it to have counted that I wrote every day. I got some more YouTube subscribers. I got in touch with editors and cover designers. I sent out Zemkoska 3, Where Golden Feathers Fall, to beta readers. So I did quite a lot in May. May was a good month. And June. This is how distracted I've been, right? I had a little holiday at the beginning of the month. I haven't even looked at my goals for June until this moment. Whoops. So, June, edit Zemkoska 3, ready for the editor. I am currently doing this. I've got all the feedback back from beta readers. It was really helpful. I'm just letting it sit a few days now before I reread it. And I'll go through it again, and then it should be ready to send to the editor. Don't want to overdo it and take out good stuff. She will tell me if something's not working. She's very good like that. I do love her. Record audiobooks. No, that's not happening because the audio booth still isn't built, but it is getting built at the end of this month. He might have to come and do it in the evening, so I'll have to ship the kids off somewhere to Bestamores or something, but it is getting done this month, so hooray! But I can't record in July really because the kids are on holiday. But I can prep, and then in August we can start recording. Okay, right, am I writing at the moment? Not really, because I'm doing writing in my editing for Where Golden Feathers Fall, and I'm also editing my pen name project so that I can send that out to beta readers. Do let me know if you would be interested in me revealing my pen name. There's nothing out yet. Maybe I can do it upon release of that book, but it is for a more select audience, shall we say. Monster romance. Oh, come on, you all know I love an orc. And what else was on this list? Covers for pen name that I actually did last month or the month before. So the cover designer, I'm really excited about it and it's looking really good. I'm just waiting obviously for that spine width so I can get that to them and sort out things like fonts and the series title and that kind of stuff. It's their first time doing a cover, so it's kind of a learning experience for both of us. And I also had the mini goal of 10 more subscribers on YouTube, and as of recording this, I do have 60 subscribers. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I started this without really much planning, so I mean, I thought about doing it for a while and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, thank you to everybody who subscribed, liked, commented, all that stuff. And I hope you stick with me. As I said, this is just the beginning of the channel. I really want to get back into my lives and I'd like to do some lives whilst I'm recording as well. Let me know your thoughts on that. So let's have a look at the actual numbers for the first 6 months of the year in terms of word count. Now I said January and February were pretty much write-offs because we were very sick, but I did get something done. So in January, I wrote 14,489 words. In February, I wrote 13,627 words, which does not sound bad at all, considering that I was also working back at my day job, helping them out for a little bit, so I didn't have every day to write, and then when I did have days to write, well, people were sick and home, and then I got sick. So yeah, but considering, it's not bad. But then we'll get on to what I consider a more normal word count. So March, things were picking up again. I got 26,892 words done. In April, I got 26,095 words done. And then in May, May was me being stupidly optimistic. A month with so many public holidays and whatnot, and I decided, yeah, you know what, let's try and get 100,000 words in a month. Didn't happen, but I did get 51,305 words. And so far this month, I said I'm not really writing, but I am adding scenes and chapters to Where Golden Feathers Fall and my pen name project. So far this month, as of the time of filming this, I have 9,947 words. And that, my fellow harpies, because you are part of the clamour now, you do realise that, is a total of, at the time of filming, I know June isn't finished, but we're just going to say it has, okay? My total for the first 6 months of the year is 142,355 words, which makes me quite happy. I had a blip a couple of weeks ago. I felt like I wasn't really getting anything done. My sales were very low. They have always been very low. I'm trying to market them. I'm trying to get my books out there. And usually I'm just like, you know what, I just got to keep writing. I need more books. Then things will pick up. Then it's worth me getting ads, because at the moment, without a finished series, it's not really worth taking out ads. But it just all got to me, and I had a down moment. I just felt I wasn't achieving anything. I wondered, as much as I know writing fills me with so much joy, it gives me purpose, it gives me energy, it lets me share the characters, the worlds, the situations and the stories that are in my head with you. So of course I'm going to continue writing, but in that moment I doubted all of that. So to see that I've actually written 142,355 words in the first 6 months of 2024, when I was feeling that this year nothing was happening, is quite encouraging. I guess it's like that saying, you know, I don't know the actual saying, so I'm ad-libbing here. You know, when you're looking, don't look how much further you've got to go, turn around and look at how far you've come. And I guess that's the point of these roundups every quarter or every 6 months or every year or something. It's just to see how much you actually have achieved. And it's always going to be more than you think. So cheers to cumulative small wins, and definitely to anybody out there who's struggling, do keep going. Maybe look at what you have achieved in the past 6 months or the past year to give you a boost. And if it's not as much as you thought, then don't worry, it's still something. Something is better than nothing. Okay, so sorry about that, I hadn't actually planned my quarter 3 again until right now. I am horrendously unorganised. I'm sorry, that's just how I am. Right, so going forward into quarter 3, so that's July, August. I know the months of the year, July, August, September. Let's have a look. So let's start with writing goals. There's quite a few here, or let's say writing and publishing goals, because some of them might not necessarily be actual writing. Prep The Bastard Heirs and Waking Ursa Minor for audio recording, and then hopefully record it, or them, one of them at least. I was wondering whether to record them in tandem, so that, because you can read them in tandem, and I would like to release a version of just Waking Ursa Minor audiobook, release an audiobook of The Bastard Heirs, and release a tandem audiobook so you can listen to it all together, because there is an option to read the books alongside one another. There is a tiny crossover at one point where you could read either chapter first. It's basically the same thing but from different people's point of view, but that only happens once. Otherwise the stories are very much separate, but they join into a bigger world story which will carry on in book 3. So anyway, I'm babbling now. So start audio recording. I would also like to start writing the Tidal Helm. The Tidal Helm is book 4 in this mini-series of the Zemkoska Chronicles, because the Zemkoska Chronicles is an umbrella title and there will be a mini-series within that, or underneath that umbrella, should I say. And this one I'm working on now, so the Briar Crown, Appleseeds in the Snow, Where Golden Feathers Fall, and the Tidal Helm are what I've sort of been nicknaming the Dominov dynasty, because, well, it follows the story of the Dominovs and Domovnia, whereas another series might follow somebody else in a different country on this magical continent. It is more or less planned out. I just need to do a slightly more precise plan. There's a few niggles, a few worries I have about certain aspects, but yeah, I'll sort that out, write that, and then the exciting publication stuff. I don't know what this is. Exciting publication stuff. Get Where Golden Feathers Fall, so Zemkoska book 3, ready for publication. So that means getting the final cover, which is going to be gorgeous. I cannot wait to show it to you. I've seen I saw the sketch. I've seen the sketch with colour. Gonna look beautiful. So get the cover, get it matched to the spine width with the page count when I have got that back from the editor, done any final revisions, formatted it, then I can get a proof copy, proofread it, any last changes, and I can get that set up. I don't have a date yet because the last couple of books I've set a date and then I've really panicked towards the end when there were things that needed fixing, but it's an autumnal feeling book, so I would like it to be out in September. Ideally not October, because October is spooky season. This is not a spooky book, but it is still very autumnal. So that sort of September, October, November period where the leaves are all turning that gorgeous orange colour, orange and yellow, and oh, I love autumn. Leaves are starting to fall, it's crisp, it's cold, we have fog. Anyway, yes, so that period is when I plan for Where Golden Feathers Fall to be published. The next Q3 goal is to prep and publish my first pen name project. It is going to go to beta readers this week. I'm really excited. It's a bit of fun for me. It's something that I like reading, and yeah, I thought, why not? But obviously it's not quite under my Rygh-Pedersen branding, so yeah, I just thought, why not try it? It's fun. I've commissioned some sketches and some artwork for it, and yeah. And then I need to edit the second book because I have written the second book in my pen name series. That's written, and my alpha or critique partner loved it. I actually prefer it to the first one, but anyway, so that needs to be edited, betaed, all that kind of stuff. And then if I have any time left over, because I would also like to continue drafting Rygh-Pedersen 3. I have a substantial amount of it. You know what? It is being written. Do you ever get this though? If you're a mood reader, you will get this. And I think it's the same with writers. Sometimes we are just more called to one project than another. And as much as they say, oh, don't wait for the muse to strike, it's not about that, because I do want to keep writing, but I have to keep writing what is giving me energy, what is lighting me up at that moment, because then I know that book, I'm going to love that book, I'm going to be excited about that book, I'm going to put everything into that book. Whereas if I sit down and struggle, like, oh, I really need to get this book done because it's the next book in the series, then it's going to feel like that when you read it. It's going to feel like my heart wasn't in it. So I need to wait, because everything is cyclical. I will come back to it. And I have a good feeling that when I start doing the audio narration for the 2 books that are out in Rygh-Pedersen Rising already, I will want to work on the next book. I will fall in love with the characters all over again, because this is what happens. I kind of move away from that world while I'm working on another one, and then I go back to that and I'm just like, oh yes, I love this place. I want to be in this place again. So yes, Rygh-Pedersen Rising book 3 is being written, albeit somewhat slowly. So Anyway, YouTube goals, because yes, now I am a YouTuber, apparently. Set up a regular schedule for Write With Me. I'm thinking at least one of these is going to have to be in the evenings, or definitely, it's best for me to do it first thing in the morning, actually. But because I'm in Europe, those of you across the pond, well, you're still asleep. Those of you on the other side of the world, well, you're going to bed. So yeah, that's not the best time for other people, I get that. But if you are European, you do like that sort of 9-10 o'clock writing, let me know and I will do one of those a week. I'll try and do an evening a week to get people who are at work or during the day, European time, or people in the States. Sorry, people in Australia, my time zone conversion is not great, so I don't know what that would be for you. But we'll sort something out. I really want to try and include lots of people with writing, build up a community. I also want to set up lives for the audio recording. Now, this won't be every chapter. There is going to be some stuff that I cannot read out loud on a live on YouTube because of the content. So I will have to pick and choose what I do a live with. And you just have to be prepared for me to be very bumbly and nervous, and I won't be able to obviously answer comments during that too much because I will be concentrating on recording. But if you want to watch the process, if you want to see some of the story, maybe read along, I can devise a schedule and you can read the other chapters in between that. So do let me know if that's something, make it more interactive. I would also like to start uploading the audio chapters of Appleseeds in the Snow, because that is done as with I did with the Briar Crown. And if you are listening to the Briar Crown, do let me know if you are enjoying it. But again, it will be an abridged version because there is some content that I cannot have on YouTube if I one day hope to be monetized. I do just need to check into things with that. I've been doing it chapter by chapter, but I don't know if it's better to put up the whole file as one big long audiobook, because that seems to be what people prefer. I just feel a bit, I don't know, skeptical about that. And if I do all the chapters and then put another one up, I might get done for sort of, oh, this is similar content. And again, I've seen other people do this, do it chapter by chapter, and then when they get monetized, they don't get the money because again, they're saying it's similar content, which is why a lot of people are doing just the one big audiobook file. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you listen to audiobooks on YouTube? What would you rather? Would you rather have them chapter by chapter, or would you rather have one big file? Might be I do an experiment. Maybe I do Appleseeds in the Snow as one big file and see how that compares to the chapter by chapter approach of the Briar Crown. I don't know. This is all very new to me, and you know what it's like. You get information from all these different sources. So sometimes you just got to try it out yourself. And my final goal for YouTube for Q3 is to get to 100 subscribers. So fingers crossed, I guess. Yeah, so busy for Q3. And then there's still stuff left on my 2024 goals to do in Q4. I really am waffling now. So those are my goals for Q3. Do any of those sound interesting to you? What was your word count for the first 6 months of the year? How many of your goals did you achieve? And what are your goals for the next 6 months? Do let me know. I want to hear all about it.